Welcome back to the Burning Victors. Well, we have still on turn 16. I haven't clicked anything, and we'll just go on to the next turn. Because in Civ 5, there's always another turn. Right. I'm gonna make a bomb there. And hold my ground. Bombard. City strength against Barbarian unit. And then attack that one. Kill it, get some culture and XP. And then slowly get level up. So let's see if we can try to keep them. So the next turn, our unique building will be done, and 2 more turns of pottery will be finished, and then we'll be leading on to Stonehenge, which is calendar. So we do also need to think about where we want our second city. So many furs, 1, 2, 3. So that's like how legendary start. You get one resource that is like double, which is seems to be furs, and it seems to be more furs anyway. Hopefully, there's another luxury resource over here where we can use to help us keep happiness. But if we don't find any resources that give us happiness, we can always just settle and build happiness buildings, which will also negate some unhappiness. You gain unhappiness from cities, population, and some other effects. You gain happiness at the start from your difficulty. I'm just going to do that. So this is what I mean by we have a lot of threats. There's a lot of barbarian units in our lands. So now we have our next policy. So we can dive into the invasion since we got units on our doorstep. Or we can focus on ourselves as the monarch, which we can make our city stronger if we have a unit in the city, and this also allows us to make catapults apparently. This is also gives us growth and food in the capital, and then it leads on to provides 10% wonder production and 1 gold at each for 2 citizens of the capital. So I think we'll want to go with so the problem is now is they've stood on the tile. That's improved, and then in the next time the turn goes, they'll just pillage it, and then I'll have to repair it until these units are dead. So we've got now a unique building complete. Now all these tiles now have much better yield. So we've got culture now, we got food, and we've got production. So we've got, because that's being attacked, that's just jumped over. But that is being worked, so we have good production, which means that we can pump out another unique building. But since we've got a gold problem and we've got barbarians, we're just going to build a warrior. now they can. Oh, it's a little frustrating, but this is the cost of living in the ancient times of strange folk. If I attack there, I won't be able to move, so I'll attack there. So I'm going to be going through turns and turns quite quickly and not talk much, because I just want to play the game and enjoy the game. But if something comes up, I'll try to explain what the heck is going on. Mostly I'm just going to enjoy this playthrough and just record a game of Civ and hope I get to the end in time. Right. So, take that. Let's get a granary, and then that, and that. So we dealt with one of the camps. Got two. And the great lighthouse has been completed. And finished. Now we've got calendar. It's probably best to. So we don't really need any technology apart from sailing. And it's always good to have some sailing because we want to get this, which allows us to embark onto sea tiles, which allows us to explore more. And so that's good. But for now, we should probably get archery, and then writing, and then wheel, because hopefully soon we'll get our next thing, but we want to focus on Stonehenge, and we want to go back here, repair that. If someone builds Stonehenge before me, I gain gold for how much production I put into that wonder. So wonders are global, so there's world wonders which are built once per game, and whoever gets there first gets the benefits. And then there are wonders where you are national ones, which you can just anyone can build as many as each civilization. So if there's 6 of us, then they can have 6 of them without any quarrels. Or conflicts. Now we can just get. We got a free tech, so. See if there's any other. Oh, okay, this is silly. So this would also. So if we get a pantheon that's focused on trapping, this will be great. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to make another city here, and I'm just going to focus on having the best traps. I'm going to have so many duplicates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means every civilization I meet, they can trade. What I was hoping for is there could be marble up here, or some other one-off resource that's rare, so it's worth settling. Most likely I'm gonna just settle there anyway because it's one, it's satisfying, two, it allows me to demonstrate my unique building a little bit more. Does mean that we all have to set up here rather than just down here. So we're gonna go bonk, bonk, bonk. So one there, and then we'll think about going south. But that's the idea of this Civ that I made. It's not about the lands, but in the warmer climates, it's more about improving the cold climates and using the heat of the flame, the flame in the furnace, to warm up the area around to improve the yields by allowing people to work them much easier. It's much easier to be warm and be able to work than it is cold and you feel a bit flustered. So we've got two more, and we've completed our monarch tree. So we've got more production towards wonder, so hopefully this will quicken the pace. I think it went from 4 to 2, so that's most likely the case. Also, the more we choose production over other tiles, then the more hammers we'll have for that particular building. Oh god. Two turns. Right, set there. Oh well. We don't have Stonehenge. Great library, sorry, has been built. Stonehenge has been built. And Pottery, meaning that whoever jumped most likely got a library, jumped a tech, got this tech, drama and poetry, and then built that. And then someone's also got that. That's fine. We got the mid to late game because of get all the last bit, and then we get National College. This is where all the wonders are now going to start being taken. Let's get a shadow there. Now. So we've got better settler, meaning that they move 3, they have ignored terrain cost, extra sight and extra movement. And they can go across water already without even having to attack. So let's just go and see if there's any hostiles. So we want to settle probably here or here. So we get the furs. So move that. So there's iron here. That's good. That is good. So we want to settle here. No, let's settle here. Of course, I've just demonstrated the first problem, which is settling before you finish a building. So I'm going to spend my gold to buy a library because so that's philosophy's next off sailing. That's good. So each national wonder requires you to have a building that's already built in every other city. So building a library, settling a city means that you have to build another library before you can actually build that wonder, which is frustrating, but it is the way it is. Do you think 4 turns I can actually build a wonder? I don't have any stone, got no marble, but it gives me great merchant point and culture. No, we want pyramid. Get pyramid. And then we have met our first civ, which is, I don't actually know, the Maya. And they are now we want the eternal furnace as fast as we can. They are also having trouble with barbarians. They do have gold and gems. How many do you have? One. And do I do that now? I need to give XP, so we're getting close to our next policy. So they're gonna give me gold for furs, which I prefer to have a luxury, but they have 445 gold. Okay, so gold per turn is really good, especially against having so many units. You need that gold. Let's go sit in the city. So now these, because they gain a yield from Eternal Furnace, they also gain 1 production for building a camp. So they're now 6 production rather than 4. Well, it's very possible because it's also on a forest, and when you build a camp, you do not take away the production of a forest, because it doesn't require you to cut down a tree for a forest. Oh, for God's sake. Well, that's one turn away from the pyramids, now gone, and let's see if we can build a statue of Zeus. So, where do we want our third city? Probably down here. So all this abundantness. Probably a coastline, really. So we can have a boat in the sea, so we can explore the coast of this map, which... So we'll just keep you protected there till we decide to. Let's go fight these barbarians. Finally, we have our first wander. This wander is actually really good because if we decide to go military, like domination, we have 15% combat bonus to cities, which is very good for melee units, and because attacking cities with melee units is usually brutal than if you're attacking with range, which is a lot easier. So let's get a will to mill since we're on the river and attack these barbs. And probably should get scout caravan of 2. Caravans is something from, I think it's Gods and Kings, which also add faith. Allows you to send trade routes to cities, like city-states or other civilizations, and you get gold and science, and spread your faith, pressure and things. So let's do this one. And once we repair this tile, we're going to build a road. And I'm going to quickly choose that one because we can get compass bowmen, which are way better than archers, and we have no range units yet. We need them. Still don't know why I'm talking about how to play this game. I don't know if you already know how to play this game, or I'm just like to talk, suddenly able to talk about things for once that I enjoy playing. Oh. Anyway, right. That was the end of the tea. It's finished. And soon it'll be the end of this episode too. And so let's take out these barbarians. Soon we'll repair land. We'll have a scout so we can actually have a proper understanding of where we want to settle. So in 4 turns we'll be able to see how good the the tile improvements are from the unique building. So Hot Victor is also another city name, which has been chosen for. So Burning Victus, and then Hot Victor, and then I think there's 10 city names, and then after that it stops, and then you have to write the next ones. So you can click on your city, go edit here, and then you can change the name, unless if you don't want a default. Most people don't have their 10 cities, so we can trade with Balpa, by Bloss, and that should, hopefully there's no unit in the way that will immediately destroy the trade route, but they should be able to trade back and forth, and we get gold per turn for that trade. So probably should have a road, so we can either start from here or here, from this tile to here. I think a straight across the bridge and then straight there, and then when we have a new city, which we'll probably have here, we'll have it going like that, and then we'll have like, or we can have it this way and then have a road this way, and therefore we have easy access to going up and down side to side. Or we can connect them like a triangle, but usually you have one road and that's all you need, and that's finished. So I'm just going to go clear this button and go there, and they start shoveling. So you can manually press the row button and then carry, or you can do what I did, and they will just jump to the next tile when they finish building that road. So let's go and choose. I am working. Let's get the medic. Then we've got another one, and we're going to move it to Hot Victor. Okay, so we can build an Oracle or National College. We want National College first. So if we bought the library, we want to get that sorted. Then we can just do that. So there are so many places we could go south, and we can ignore our unique building and just focus on trying to get these unique resources instead. So I'm going to send my units back home, and Shadow Well and a Monument Granary, and then you can have like a queue, and you can just pile up all of the production. So when the building was built, I now have 2 faith from snow tiles, and 2 production and 2 food. So rather than the tile just being empty and having one thing, so this is our 2 production because it's a hill, but usually a snow tile is just 1 food. But now it's much better because there's now a flame or heat that's burning away, allowing the individuals to go out and gather the resources in the snow, which melts away to unearth grass and whatnot. That's the main idea of the Civ. And that is where we'll leave for this episode, and I hope you enjoy, and see you next time.